Starfield is Bethesda's next big game and is hopefully coming out very soon. With it supposedly releasing in the first half of the year, the news on the game has been pretty dry, with fans expecting it coming really soon. I mean, we have heard that there will be a showcase for the game sometime in the near future, and that has been mostly it, up until recently. And what is up guys, Andrew from the Den Men here, and today I wanted to round up the latest news and rumors for Bethesda's next big AAA title. If you are excited, make sure you hit that like button and comment when you think we will be seeing Starfield showcase. But with that being said, we have a lot to go over, so get comfy, relax a little, and let's get right into the video. I just wanted to say that some of these are rumors spread around the community, so even though everyone has their own opinion on when we will actually be seeing the game or other features related to the game, it is up to you to decide whether you believe any of this. Like with what was said about Starfield being in rough shape, even though we can't confirm or deny these reports until we get it from Bethesda themselves, it appears to be that these were false, with the leaker having no credibility behind the claims. These are the type of things that you as the viewer need to decide whether to believe them or not, because at the end of the day, I'm here to hand off news that I believe is credible to all of you so you can make your own opinions on it. Continuing on with the idea that Starfield is in a rough shape, we have actually gotten the opposite reported, with the game being able to be played from start to finish. Now this does suggest that the rumor surrounding Starfield being in rough shape is actually false, but this doesn't mean that the bugs surrounding the game are far from gone. As we have all seen from past Bethesda titles, bugs are a common thing and happen very frequently throughout many games. Will this happen again? It is hard to tell, but the game wasn't delayed to the first half for no reason. I believe that Bethesda wanted to take their time with Starfield and fully polish the game beyond anybody saying that it is buggy and a mess. You also got to take into consideration the sheer size of the game. It is going to be massive, so the fact that they wanted to take a look back for any bug fixing the game might need is a good sign. Back on the topic of it being able to be played from start to finish, this isn't the first time that we have heard something like this, with Todd Howard himself stating all the way back in November of last year the same thing. This is a good sign for the game, with it looking like the game might have been ready for that November release date of last year, but to make sure that Starfield is in the best possible shape, they decided to delay it to the first half of this year. I'm glad that we are seeing Bethesda take their time with this, but that is not all we have today, with the potential release date for the game coming a lot sooner than you might think. There's been a lot of talk recently about whether Starfield will get delayed and pushed back to the second half of 2023. With the game looking ready to go and a showcase coming in the near future, it is growing more and more likely that we will be seeing it very soon. This goes back to the developer direct of January, where we saw many games coming out in the first half of the year. Obviously, Starfield was not there, with it getting its own showcase to fully show off the game properly. But one game that was there was Forza Motorsport, and something a little strange about it was that it did not get an official release date. For a game that was supposedly a slam dunk to launch in the first half and it likely coming out sometime in the second half now, this leaves Starfield more time to actually launch. Microsoft does not want its big titles launching right on top of each other, with it happening before, with again Forza, but with Halo Infinite last time. Halo Infinite basically swallowed up the hype that was building with Forza, and I doubt that they wanted to see it happen again. This leaves way for Starfield to comfortably launch in that June area, with Redfall releasing in early May and Forza coming out in the second half of the year. This gives time for each game to have the spotlight and is a lot more likely now, with the first half getting freed up a little. Now, we have heard from Jez Corden that nothing is set in stone when it comes to the release date for Starfield just yet. This is because of what we talked about earlier, with the game seemingly massive and the attention of detail it needs when it comes to bug fixing. This is something that cannot be rushed and will be stressed upon until we finally get that release date from Bethesda themselves. What about the showcase itself? When can we expect to see it? Well, a good indication of when we can finally get to see more of the game comes from the developer direct. This was a showcase that we had heard rumors about, but wasn't officially confirmed until about 2 weeks before the showcase. As you can see, this is something that doesn't require a lot of time for people to know it is coming, so I imagine that we will hear news about it around the same time frame. If we are to get the game in the first half, expect to see the showcase sometime this month, with it likely on the same timetable as something like Redfall. I imagine that it will have that 3-month marketing window before the release of the game, and if we are to see it in June, February would be the likely time to show it off. I know Todd has stated on multiple occasions that he prefers those smaller marketing windows, but at the end of the day, it comes down to what Xbox wants to do with the game, and being that Starfield is Microsoft's next big game, they will want to give it the proper time to actually market it. The final thing that fans are waiting to hear about for the game is its release date, and from what we have seen with games like Redfall and Forza, we will not have to wait long. I imagine we'll be seeing the showcase for the game very soon, which will shed a lot of light on those questions we still have about Starfield. Until then, we can only look at what we have gotten so far and come up with an idea on when we'll be seeing Bethesda's next big sci-fi adventure, Starfield. But that is all for me now though, guys. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Comment any videos you want to see in the future, and I'll see you all next time.